couple degrees.
Slight breeze on the bay today. I love when they say breezy. I want to take the weatherman out when he says it's breezy. Like, this is what you're calling breezy.
Yeah.
This is just straight out windy.
Yeah, I'm a little cautious when they say breezy.
Yeah.
There's fish out here.
All right, we're breaking the ice today on a.
Oh, I got one too.
All right, we got Saltwater Assassin.
Oh, yeah.
Saltwater Assassin, little P&V.
This feels pretty good.
And we got one coming in on a Mirrodine on the other side.
Yeah. Look at this. This is a nice one here. Yeah.
There we go. Little P&V.
This is pretty. This would be a nice keeper right here.
All right, look at that. That's why you always got to keep tension on the line. But that's what got it done. Little P&V. Got another one come in, actually bigger than the one I just had.
Get these treble hooks out of the way.
Get that one with the lure hanging out his mouth. Well, he tried to swim forward on me and throw the hook. So you got to really make sure you keep that tension on there because they are good at that. That's a nice one. Oh, this is a good one right here, Ken.
Oh, look at that.
Might want to net that one.
That is that right here.
Do that. If you can just grab them for me, that'd be good too. Either way.
Oh, that's a beauty.
That's a nice one right there.
That is a beauty.
That's a nice fish.
That's
yeah.
a beauty.
That's a nice one right there. All right, so we're gonna keep this one. Sergio's granddaughter wants to chase some trout.
Wow.
Hey, look at that. How about hanging on by a thread? The puffer fish got me. That's all right. We'll get another one out. As everybody knows, this color right here looks like something in the water. Jokingly. But it's got glitter in it. 2 different colors. Contrasting colors is always good in the water. It shows up a lot for a fish's eyesight. And then that brighter pink color definitely catches the sunlight. So got a few things there helping you. And then it's got good action. Then when you're putting one of these on, what I like to do is lay the jig head alongside your lure like that. And then put my thumb just to get an idea of where I want that hook to start to come out so it'll lay nice and straight. So that gives me an idea. Push it on the jig head, make sure you got it on there nice and firm. And that's pretty good. You want it to lay kind of like that, nice and straight. Out in the bay, and we were fishing basically a little bit of rock piles out for some sheep's head, but this wind has kicked up so bad that it just wasn't enjoyable. The fish weren't really biting out there, so we switched gears. We came inshore. Ken put us on a little bit deeper holes, holding some trout. And yes, it's only breezy. Hey, somewhere it's only breezy. Yeah, they said 5 to 10, but I think you need to add the 2 numbers together with gusting to about 20. But we pulled in here, it didn't take long, and we started catching some nice trout. And hopefully we're gonna get to some more here. But we're definitely getting the hits.
Today we want to cover a little bit, George,
Yep.
of our favorite saltwater plastic, which is Saltwater Assassin. I mean, that's what we use
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
And of course, they make different styles. We got paddle tails, and we use those in a bunch of different colors and finishes, kind of. We use what they call the shrimp cocktail, imitation shrimp. And believe it or not, you got a curly tail.
Yep.
Some people like curly tail. It all depends. Sometimes they
Yeah.
don't want to hit something, you try something
Yep.
different. We got curly tail, and then we also have split tail, like a little V.
Yeah, some people call it a jerk bait, but according to the brand, split tail.
It's a split tail. That means the tail in the back is split. Looks like
Sure.
like the tail end of a
Sure.
pinfish or whatever. And one of the things that we always make sure, and this helps us increase the bite, man, you got to have Procure.
Yes.
One little dab. We got shrimp.
Yep.
We've got the pinfish. You've got the threadfin, and then you got one for saltwater. These are our favorites right here.
And they're I call them flavors. They're unlimited in flavors. If you go on their website, it's outstanding the amount of different.
Yeah, they got tons of it. These are the the ones that kind of relate to the saltwater,
In our
shallow
area.
water area
Yeah.
of where we fish.
Right.
And I tell you, it's well worth the investment. One drop
Goes
on
a
that
way, a long ways.
artificial,
Yep.
and it goes a long, long way. And then George, you got different ways
Sure.
you rig it up.
Sure. And I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there is so many different styles that they sell. It's unbelievable.
Colors and
Yep.
everything else.
But they have like New Penny is one of my favorites, especially for redfish. And so you've got a paddle tail, and then you got the little P&V, which is more of like a little underwater jerk bait, kind of like a walk the dog under the water.
And it doesn't look like much, but it's a killer.
It does. It works
It's a
really
killer.
well. So sometimes I'll use them with a twist lock style hook, weighted, or if I'm in really shallow with a lot of weeds, I'll use it with non-weighted. If I'm in deeper, 4 foot, 5 foot of water, I'll use a 1/4 ounce jig head if it'll allow me. If not, I'll knock down to an 1/8 ounce jig head if I'm getting snagged. But the jig head does a little bit different action like that compared to this is going to swim. This is going to mimic an underwater walk the dog type of style.
Yeah, you got it.
But one of the funny colors came out years ago
Electric chicken.
was the electric chicken. And that was the redfish killer for a long time.
And you look at it, you say, what's so attractive about this?
Yeah.
But it's got glitter on the green
Yes.
side,
Yep.
and it's got the pinky bottom. And I
Yep.
think that's maybe what does it.
Now, this is called the Houdini. It's got a lot of fleck in it. Almost everything me and Sergio throw
It's got flex.
will have some kind of fleck glitter that catches the sunlight. So when that thing's moving around, it'll flash, creates a lot more sensation. Or a different colored tail that's bright. Same thing here. That's chicken on a chain. But all these lures, they have good action, and they produce. We wouldn't use them on our show if they
it
didn't
wasn't.
work.
And every color you can think of. So there you go, guys. Try this winter. You're going to be surprised.
You won't be let down. That was nice.
Right on that edge over there.
He came right up to the top of the water, and he showed his gills and did a little gill shake and everything. Sometimes you'll lose them with the jig head, they'll throw it off. Not a monster. Let me wet my hand here. Coming through.
Yep. Get mine out of the way.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Get mine out of the way. There you go. That thing is not coming up, is it?
No, but he's not. Either he's swimming towards me, which is a possibility, because he's staying down.
surprise you sometimes when they do that.
Yeah.
And get close to the boat and then turn into a monster. But not this time. It's a decent one.
Not a bad one though. Let's see. That little P&V is doing its job. And we've already kept some. And these guys are a little bit smaller, so we're gonna use the de-hooker and release it. That way I didn't even touch them.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what we got here?
Guy, but
Well, we got I think this might be what I call a trout ski. A small one, and they ski in across the top of the water. Yep, it's a trout ski.
Look at that.
Isn't that cute?
yeah, it is a cute one.
There we go. Well, what Ken did was our bite petered out, and we were getting most of the trout in the deeper water. Then basically the sand and grass came up to where it's shallow, and then there's another drop off. So we moved forward enough to get back into the same situation where we were catching it, just on the other side of the sandbar. So now we got a drop off over there, and this was like my second cast, and granted it wasn't big fish, but that goes to show you, up, he just had a hit.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna get back into him again. And it's just a matter of, paying attention to what's going on and copying what you just did.
Here's one of the things that I'm trying a little different. I've got me just a float. I'm going about 3.5 foot, 3 foot deep, because we're in about 6 feet of water here. And then I'm hanging the shrimp from it. And basically, the guys are using artificial baits, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can get them to hit the shrimp and let the shrimp kind of float. But I tell you what, it's like, at this time of the year, it looks like artificials are out fishing the live bait. Every time we've done a show and we're using artificials, I would say, George,
Last couple of times, yeah.
a couple of times, we're doing better with the artificial. But I got it stuck in my head that I want to catch some with the live shrimp and the float.
And you've had a few hits on the setups, and they got off, but
Fine for a little bit. And if not, I'm going to have to change.
you remember years ago, the standard issue was a popping cork and a shrimp.
And shrimp, that was it. So, but then, everything else came out. But I just had a beautiful sized shrimp, and he's alive. He's doing great. Everything's ready to go. All we got to do is just get him to
That's it. So here, that's what happened on a short strike. It grabbed just the tail, didn't get the hook, and pulled it down off my hook, off my jig head. So like I said, if it continues, I'll shorten them up, but man, we were getting such really nice size ones. And typically, this is a Saltwater Assassin jig head. Normally it holds pretty good. Normally they don't pull it off, but I've been getting, it's a pretty good hit that I'm getting. If you were really worried about it, you could put a dab of crazy glue there, push it on, and then it would be on there really tight. Compliments.
Oh, nice trout.
There we go. Ken with the assist with the net. We don't want to miss it because Sergio's granddaughter needs some dinner. Let me get that one to the,
Yeah.
there we go. A little more dinner today. That's a nice one right there. Little P&V
There's the
by Saltwater Assassin, and that's the electric chicken color. Beautiful specimen. Just under 19.
Nice keeper.
Got it?
Yep.
I've took my little P&V, this is electric chicken color. I cut the 3/8 of an inch off, which has been helping me with the short striking. And now the bite slowed down a little bit, so I'm gonna add some more. This is Super Gel Trophy Trout. So I'm gonna add that onto here. What I like to do, if you can, try to get it right down around the jig head and kind of push it down in between where the jig head and the lure meet. And I put a little bit on the body like that. But that's what I'm putting on right now. I also like the shrimp flavor for trout. All right, let's see what this does. Yeah, right? Look at that head shake.
All right.
Could be. Yeah, them puffers really fight good. That's a nicer trout.
Yeah,
That's a little
Pretty
nicer
trout.
trout.
oh, look at that head shake. That, except when the hook comes flying back.
Yeah, right when you go to reach for the leader.
There.
Wet my hand. Grab this guy.
Wind.
There we go. Sergio, do you?
I'm having
I gotta
fun.
measure him. Let's see. He's almost 16.
Yeah.
All right, another keeper. Look at fangs on this. Now normally they have
playing
two. Sometimes
nice on the boat
one
here.
will break off, but you can see the length of that
Yeah,
fang.
this nice little
And they've
cleaning
got-
table right there.
In their lip down here, they've got a lot of small
Yep.
teeth for gripping bait. But that fang is what really gets that bait to where it can't come
Yep.
out of their mouth. But when they get real big, they call them a big old yellow mouth because you see that yellow that's in there. All right, this one's going on
Yeah.
ice. Come on, fish. He's chasing your lure now. Look, isn't that funny?
We'll catch 'em in
It kind of looked like it. Catch them both in the same. Woo, he swallowed it. I'm gonna have to wet my hands a little bit here and. Oh, let me see. I might be able to get that. Who's got the D hooker? Up there it is. Hold on, buddy. Let's see if we can't get you. There we go. Hey guys, Captain George Hastick here. Today we had the pleasure of going out with Captain Ken Burke. He took us out. We had a little bit of tough time out in the bay. The winds kicked up to about 20 miles an hour, so we had to change our tactics. But filming the show, Fishing Adventures Florida, he switched tactics, took us in the backwaters, and we got on a good bite.
Yep. So I'm Captain Sergio, of course, and Ken has been a whole sidekick of mine for about 7 or 8, 9 years. When he took my original fishing school, this was his dream, to retire and do nothing but take people fishing and go fishing. So Ken, we really want to thank you for taking time out today. And actually it was a little tough, a little windy, but we got it done.
Oh yeah, we had fun. I think we did pretty good on the trout.
Yeah, we did. It was a
Don't miss Fishing Adventures Florida, but you can see all the action. Captain Ken Burke, Captain George, and myself, Captain Sergio.